being hosted by the Essex Junction Hornets here on the campus of Essex Junction Union High School. The first game this evening will feature the JVs from both schools. Just about getting ready here for tip-off. Drew Blickhartz will jump center for the Raiders. Chris Mayhew, Aaron Bailey, Mike Stempeck, and Aaron Boynton in there for the Raiders. Ball is taken by the Hornets, rebounded by Bailey. Bailey gives it to Mayhew. Mayhew brings it up over the timeline. Another front court now, and dribbling down to the left-hand side. Looking for, tried to go underneath, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Raider ball. Bailey will inbound it for the Raiders. And Boynton with an up and down is traveling, so it'll be a Hornet basketball. The Hornets will bring the ball up. Number 23, that's Mark Rayom. Over to Wilmette, back to Rayom. Back to Rayom now. Top of the key, and the shot is up, no good. It was by Huggins. Rebound is pulled down by Mayhew. Brings it down, drives the lane, up, and basket's good. The Raiders go up 2-0. Chris Mayhew on the drive, coast to coast there. The Raiders are up 2-zip. 7-11 first quarter here. Raiders and Essex JV action. Long one from outside there by Wilmette for Essex. The basket's no good. Okay, Mayhew brings the ball up over the timeline, drives the lane. Ball goes out of bounds. The Raiders will inbound it. Aaron Bailey to Mayhew. Loses control, and it's taken down. Number 11 here for Essex on the drive. Lays it up and in. Jason Wilmette. 2-2, Raiders and Hornets. Junior varsity action here, live from Essex Junction High School. 6:36 left, first quarter of play. Kate Boynton with the basket for the Raiders, and it's 4-2 Rutland. Wilmette, top of the key here, drives, stops, and gets it back out to, that's number 30 for Essex with the shot, Eric Decker. Mayhew now brings it up for the Raiders, 4-4. Into Stempeck. Stempeck going in underneath there to Blickhartz, and he's fouled on the play. Drew Blickhartz going to the line for the Raiders. He'll get 2 shots, fouled in the action. And the first one is no good. Second one coming up here. 4-4, 5:58 left, first quarter of action. Second one up, drops through. The Raiders go up 5-4. Essex now bring the ball up over, there's a steal by Mike Stempeck. Drives it up, lays it in. Pretty play there by Mike Stempeck. Stempeck again, and they got him for traveling this time, but that's good hustle there by Stempeck for the Raiders. The Raiders are up 7-4 here, first quarter. We got 24, Justin Bartonowski coming in for the Hornets. Rayon gets it into Eric Decker. Stolen away there again by Mike Stempeck. Stepped on the line though, and the ball goes over to Essex. Stempeck with the steal. Drives the lane, lays it up, and it's good. 9-4, Raiders up. Okay, Roy Ohm brings it into the forecourt. Gives it to Wimette. Wimette down low here. Cutting through the lane is Ray Ohm again. Basket's no good. Blickarts brings it down. Mayhew drives into the lane here. Lays it up and no good. Rebound Essex. 24 out there. Bartanowski with the rebound. Wimette brings it up over the timeline. Raiders here with a man-to-man defense. Wimette drives into the lane, stops and passes it off. Its shot is up there by Ray Ohm, no good. Raider JVs with a 9-4 lead, 4:42 left, first quarter of action here from Essex Junction. Mayhew and Stempeck. Mayhew brings the ball up and starts to drive the lane there, and the ball goes into Boynton. Boynton back to Mike Stempeck, drives the lane, and he's fouled on the play. Okay, the Raiders coming in here with some subs. 22, Aaron Carboneau. Number 11, Pat Dwyer. 25, that's Greg Sinus. 51, Greg Berjeklian. Stempeck will go to the line. First shot up by Mike is good. Hey, Mike will get another here. It's 10-4, Rutland with the lead over Essex. Junior varsity action. Second one up is no good, rims around, and it's taken down by the Hornets. Long pass, broken up momentarily by Aaron Carboneau, but the Hornets get the bucket. Jason Wimette on the basket, and it's 10-6 Rutland. Stempeck over to Dwyer. Out to Sinus at the top of the key. Sinus looking for some help here. Gives it into Berjeklian. Berjeklian now. And he's going to lose the handle, and the ball goes over to Essex. It's Nate Huggins will put it in play for the Hornets over to Wimette. Wimette drives up. He drives through the lane now. Shoots it back out. Ray Ohm looks inside there to number 30. That's Eric Decker. Basket's no good, and Sinus with the rebound over to Carboneau. Carboneau brings it up over the timeline. Stolen away. Huggins drives through, and the basket's good. It's 10-8 Rutland over Essex. 3:27 left, first quarter of action. Chris Mayhew back into the game here for the Raiders. Mike Stempeck coming out. This is Wimette. He's got Carboneau guarding him here. He brings it up over the timeline. Into Ray Ohm, drives the lane, looks in underneath. Basket's good. Brian Carr with the basket. There's a steal here by Huggins for Essex, and lays it up and in. 12-10 Essex now. The Hornets with the lead. First lead in the ball game. Mayhew brings it up for the Raiders. Drives the right side. Drives the lane. Tries to dish it to Berjeklian, and Mayhew's fouled on the play. Berjeklian coming out, and Drew Blickhart's going in for the Raiders. Essex 12 and Rutland 10. There's a pretty play underneath there by Blickhart. Lays it up and in, and the Raiders tie it up. Pass goes out of bounds and Rutland will take over. Got Mayhew and Dwyer here in the backcourt, bringing it up for the Raiders. In the Sinus. Sinus looking for some help, gets it into Mayhew. The shot's up, no good. Rebound by Huggins for Essex. Huggins looks down court, he's got 22. Dan Twiggs. And the ball goes out of bounds, Rutland's ball. 12-12, 2:09 left. Into the game for the Raiders comes Matt Bloomer. And Aaron Carboneau sits down. Also in is Dave Paller for Rutland. Mayhew with the ball. Dribbles underneath. Blickarts puts it up and in for the Raiders. 14-12 Rutland, 1:53 left first quarter. Okay, this is Wimette, brings it up over the timeline for Essex. Goes underneath, and there's a foul on Dave Paller for Rutland. Okay, that's Huggins. Essex gets it over the rail, back to Huggins, top of the key, no good, rebound. And underneath there's a foul there. Foul is going against Dwyer of Rutland. That'll send Eric Decker to the line for 2. And his first shot's up, no good. Second one's up, no good. And the rebound there, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Pretty play there by Decker for Essex, and the Hornets tie it up 14. For the Hornets, 14 for the Raiders, 1:23 left first quarter. Mayhew drives the lane. Nice dish there to Drew Blickarts, and Drew puts it in. 16-14, Raiders are up. Wimette for Essex. Taken down by Bloomer. Bloomer back to Dwyer. Now Dwyer brings it up. Mayhew driving the lane. Another dish into Blickarts, up and in. Pretty play, 2 times there, going for the Raiders. 18-14, Raiders up. Basket's good by Mark Rayon for Essex. 18-16. The Raiders less than a minute now left in the first quarter. Ball goes off Essex, so it'll be a Raider ball. Pat Dwyer inbounds it to Chris Mayhew. Chris puts it up underneath. Missed the first one, got his own rebound, put it back up and in, and the Raiders are up by 4. Okay, we got a full court press here by the Raiders. This is Huggins for Essex, bringing it up. Drives the lane, and it's an offensive foul against Huggins for Essex. It's the Raiders 20 and the Hornets 16. Junior varsity action here. Got Mayhew and Dwyer bringing the ball up. Bloomer, Paller, and Drew Blickarts for the Raiders. Mayhew with the ball. Gets it inside to Blickarts. Goes inside. Basket's good. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Raiders from Rutland High 22 with the Essex Hornets 16. We'll take a short break. Be right back. Okay, we're back here at Essex Junction. That's the Raiders from Rutland High 22 and the Hornets 16 junior varsity action with the varsity game to follow. Closely contested game here at the JV level. First one, season opener here for the Raiders. It's Bailey getting it into, goes off Blickhart's hands, and the Hornets take over. This is Wimette from outside. Basket's no good. Rebound and put it back in was Mark Rayon for the Hornets. It's 22-18. Raiders are up. This is Mayhew now. Top of the key, gets it into back to Stempeck, and tried to go to underneath there to Blickhart's, lost the handle, and the Hornets bring it down. That's number 12, Carson Roy. The Decker there in the middle, back outside. Rayon back to Roy, trying to go underneath. Decker gets it back out. Taken away there by Aaron Boynton, playing a good game here. It's give in to Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane. Dishes to Boynton. Pretty play. Aaron Boynton with the bucket. The Raiders are up 24-18. It's Wimette. Three-point lane. Drives the lane. Dishes back out now to Carson Roy. Stolen away. Blickhart stepped in front, took the ball away. Mayhew hustling up the court here, brings it, drives the lane, dishes it into Boynton there, and they're going to get Chris on a offensive foul. So Mayhew picks up the offensive foul, and the Hornets will take over. Raiders lead 24-18, 6:31 left, second quarter of play. This is Rayon. Essex bringing the ball up over the timeline, guarded by Bailey, drives the lane, lays it up and in. Rayon with the bucket. Raiders up 24-20. Mayhew now with the ball, drives the left side, looks underneath there to Blickhart's. Shot is up, no good, and it's ball goes out of bounds. Essex ball. Raiders have Bailey, Stempeck, and there's a long pass, and laid it up and in. It's Brian Carr, bucket for the Hornets. 24-22 Raiders. Stempeck and Mayhew in the backcourt. Bailey and Blickhart's in there, along with Aaron Boynton. Mayhew with the bucket. 26-22 Raiders. Essex working it quickly down the court, and number 22 there, Dan Triggs, puts it up and in. 26-24 Raiders. Mayhew drives the right side. Looks underneath. Blickhart's had him. He had him wide open, and Drew couldn't find the handle. Hornets will take over. Pat Dwyer into the game now for the Raiders. This is Bartanowski. And they're home. Shot outside there with Bartanowski. Basket's no good. Okay, Carboneau and Birajeklian in for the Raiders. Blickarts and Mayhew out. Raiders up 26-24, 5:10 left, second quarter. Raiders and the Hornets, junior varsity basketball here. And Stempeck tried to go underneath, nobody there, so the Hornets will take over. Riom into Bartanowski. Bartanowski brings it up. Up over the timeline, Carboneau on him. Gets it underneath. Shot is up and good. Bartanowski with the basket for Essex, and it's 26 up here. Carboneau into the forecourt here for the Raiders. Into Bailey. Bailey looking for help. He hits Carboneau, and Carboneau trying to get it into Dwyer, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's Roy for Essex. Taken down by Berejiklian. Over to Stempeck. Stempeck brings the ball up. Up over the timeline now comes Mike Stempeck into Pat Dwyer. Dwyer looks underneath the Carboneau. Shots up and off the rim. No good. Rebound Essex. Stolen away momentarily by Stempeck. Bartnowski with the basket for Essex. 28-26 Hornets. Stempeck looks into Dwyer. Dwyer drives. The Raiders will turn the ball over. Carson Roy with the ball for the Hornets and gets it into Rayon. Rayon from a long way out. Basket's good. At the three-pointer, it's 31-26. Dwyer for the Raiders. Basket's up. No. Falls out of bounds. It's going to go over to Essex. Okay, Bartnowski inbounds here for the Essex Hornets. Over to Huggins. Huggins brings it up over half court. Stolen away by Stempeck, and Mike couldn't find a handle, and the ball goes back over to Essex. Okay, Huggins will take it out. Having trouble looking for somebody there. Finally gets it inbounds. This is Womet from outside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Chris Mayhew back into the game for the Raiders. Mayhew, Carboneau, Sinus, Berejiklian, and Dwyer in for Rutland. Mayhew gets it into Dwyer. Dwyer goes underneath. Berejiklian with a shot, no good, and a rebound. Mayhew puts it up, no good. He's fouled on the play. Fouls on Huggins for Essex. Chris will be getting 2 shots. First one up, and it's good. 31-27, Essex. Second one's good. Chris Mayhew with 2 foul shots. 31-28, Essex over Rutland here in junior varsity action. This is Womet brings it up over the timeline here for Essex, being guarded by Carboneau. Tries the right side, looks, and up off the rim, no good. A fall against the Raiders on the play. 2:43 left, second quarter. Rayon gets it into Huggins. Huggins back to Rayon. Over to Womet. Womet got it inside there. Shot went up, no good. And a whistle, and there's a foul on. Falls on Essex, so the Raiders will take over. Hornets lead 31-28, 2:28 left, second quarter. Hey, Greg Sinus will be going to the line here for Rutland. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, It's taken down by Decker for Essex. This is Ray Ohm here driving in. Falls on Pat Dwyer for Rutland. End of the game for the Raiders comes Aaron Bailey. Raiders have Bailey and Blickarts, Mayhew, and Sinus. Carboneau also in there for Rutland. Okay, Ray Ohm will inbound it into Huggins here for Essex. Drives a lane, puts it up. Blickarts with the rebound for Rutland. And there's a blocking foul. That'll send Blickarts to the line. Okay, first shot up here by Drew. And it's good. 31-29, Essex over Rutland. Second one up is good. 31-30 now, Essex over Rutland. And I'll tell you that tough defense there by the Raiders paid off, and the Hornets turn it over. Good pressure that time by Rutland. Raiders, Aaron Bailey will inbound it. He's got Mayhew, Carboneau, Blickarts, and also Greg Sinus in there. Bailey into Carboneau. Carboneau drives the right side into Blickarts. Blickarts now to Mayhew. Mayhew drives a lane, and they're going to get him for traveling. (31-30), Essex over Rutland here. Into Huggins there for Essex. Lamette over the timeline into Decker. Back outside, Lamette. Three-point land, and it bounces off the rim and in. 34-30. The Hornets over the Raiders. 1:30 left, second quarter of action. Mayhew drives a lane, dishes to Blickarts. Pretty play. Drew Blickarts with the basket. This is Decker driving the lane here for Essex, and the basket's good. 36-32. Mayhew, and he's fouled outside. Huggins picks up the foul there for Essex. Chris Mayhew going to the line here for the Raiders. Shot is up and good. No, we got a lane violation, no basket. So the Hornets will inbound. Carson Roy here brings it up for the Essex Hornets. Over to Ray Ohm here outside, looking inside. Ball tipped away, picked up by Blickarts. Mayhew brings it up over the timeline. Over to Bailey. Bailey looking inside here to Blickarts. Drew Blickarts, one-handed shot up and in. 36-34. 35 seconds left, second quarter. Still stolen away by Carboneau into Bailey, and it's good. 36-36. The Raiders. Aaron Carboneau on the. Actually, Aaron Carboneau got the steal, and Bailey got the basket. Aaron Bailey with the basket. Pretty play there. Hornets down the other end of the basket, and Carboneau comes up with the missed shot. 12 seconds left, 36-36. Raiders here going to hold for one shot. Over to Mayhew. Chris brings it into the forecourt. ticked away there. And there's a long shot, but it's not going to count. That's it after 2 quarters of play here from Essex Junction. It's 36-36, the Rutland High Red Raiders and the Essex Hornet. Okay, we're back here at Essex Junction, and it's halftime. We're getting ready to start the 3rd quarter. The junior varsity game here in progress, and it's Rutland 36 and Essex 36. The Raiders will go with Stempeck and Mayhew. Aaron Bailey, Aaron, this is a new one this year, so Aaron Boynton. It'll take a little bit getting used to here. And also in there for the Raiders is Drew Blickarts. The Hornets inbound the ball, and they get it over to Rayom. Rayom trying to go underneath. Stolen away by Blickarts, but they're going to get him for traveling. The Raiders turn the ball over. This is Rayom. We'll take it out. Bartnowski there, and it's taken away. The Raiders. Mayhew looking to Blickarts, lays it up and in. Nice look there by Chris Mayhew, and the Raiders go up 38-36. Another steal by Blickarts, coming across. Drives the length of the court and loses the handle there, and Bartnowski takes it over for the Hornets. And the Wilmette back to Bartnowski. Rayom with the ball. Gets it back over to Wilmette. Wilmette 3-point line, and it's no good. Taken down by Mayhew. Mayhew drives the length of the court, lays it up and in. Chris Mayhew, 40-36. The Raiders are up by 4 here. 6:57 left. Bartnowski drives the lane, dishes it, and Carr with the bucket. Essex back to within 2 now. The Raiders 40. Essex 38, 6:44 left. 3rd quarter of action. Mayhew drives underneath. Gets it into Bailey. And we've got a turnover. Rayom, long pass down court. Brian Carr, blocked. Drew Blickarts on the block there for the Raiders. Rayom into Roy. Back to Rayom. No good. Decker with the shot. It's up and good. 40-40 here. The Raiders and the Hornets. Junior varsity action. Chris Mayhew brings the ball up for the Raiders. Up over the timeline. Gets it into Bailey. Bailey looks into the middle there for Mike Stempeck. Shot is up, no good. Rebound back to Wilmette. And Decker with the shot, it's up and in. 42-40, the Hornets. We've got Bailey, Mayhew, Stempeck, Boynton. And we got a fall underneath. Chris Mayhew here going to the line for the Raiders. 42-40, Essex up, 5:47 left, 3rd quarter of play. First shot up by Chris. Ooh, bounces around and back out. Second one's up and good. 42-41. Essex over the Raiders here. Wilmette there for Essex. Gets it up over the line there into Rayom. Shot is up, no good. Rebound taken down by Greg Sinus. Over to Stempeck now. Stempeck into Mayhew. Mayhew loses the handle there momentarily. Gets it back. Drives into the lane, and they're going to get him for traveling. Mark Rayom taking it out for the Hornets over to Wilmette. Wilmette Back to Roy. Roy lets one go. No good. Rome with the rebound. Dribbles around, tries to go cross court, taken by Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane and is up and in. Pretty play by Chris Mayhew, 43-42, Raiders on top. This is Roy for Essex. Dishes it to Decker. Decker back to Brian Carr. Lost the handle of the Raiders, and Decker with the steal. Back to Ouimet. Ouimet puts it in, 44-43. Essex by 1. Chris Mayhew now with over to Stempeck. Stempeck looks underneath to Bailey. Bailey lays it up and in. Pretty play by the Raiders. 45-44. Rutland with the lead. Ball goes out of bounds and it's going to stay down at that end. Pat Dwyer coming in now for Aaron Bailey for the Raiders. Brian Carr takes a seat. This is Rayom outside there for Essex. Closely guarded by Dwyer. Looking underneath there into number 32 for the Hornets. Joe Wager. Shot no good. Mayhew down the court for the Raiders. And Chris loses the handle. It's going to go over to Essex. Carboneau in for Mayhew. 3:59 left, 45-44. Raiders over the Hornets. This is Rayom driving the lane. Tried to go inside, taken away. Stempeck drives down, tries to get it back to, tried to get it to Carboneau, wouldn't go, and there's Wager down the other end for Essex. Shot up no good. Rebound by Greg Sinus. Stempeck will bring it up now for the Raiders. 45-44. Raiders lead. Stempeck out front over to Dwyer. Dwyer looks underneath the Carboneau. Shot is up off the rim. Taken down by the Hornets. It's Rayom with the ball. Rayom up over the timeline. Dwyer is on him. Shot from outside. It's Ouimet. 46-45. Hornets. 3:06 left. Third quarter of play. This is Dwyer. Looks into the middle. Carboneau with the ball. Brings it back out. Top of the key. Greg Sinus with the shot. Basket's good. 47-46. Raiders on top. Carson Roy over to Ouimet. Ouimet misses the shot. Taken down by... And it's going to go out of bounds. We will set the lineup here for the Raiders. You've got Stempeck, Carboneau, Sinus, Barajeklian, and Dwyer. Carboneau brings it up. Up over half court now, trying to looks into Barajeklian. Barajeklian. Back to Stempeck. Stempeck going into the corner there to Sinus. Out on top to Dwyer. Pat looks in the middle. Back out on top now. Stempeck. And the Sinus underneath. Shots up, no good. Rebound. Barajeklian up once, twice, and 3 times does it. Barajeklian finally got the bucket for the Raiders. 49-46. Ball is saved down the other end there by Essex, and Carboneau brings it back up for the Raiders. Then to Dwyer. Dwyer trying to go inside. He's got Sinus back out the top of the key. Stempeck looks it inside to Dwyer, and Pat's going to get fouled on the play. 49-46. Raiders on top. 1:40 left. Third quarter of play. The Raiders and the Hornets. Junior varsity action. Okay, back in for the Raiders is Chris Mayhew. Pat Dwyer will be going to the line. He'll be getting 2 shots. First shot is no good. Second shot up is good. Dwyer with the foul shots, 50-46. Lamette for the Hornets brings it up into Huggins. Huggins going inside. Dan Triggs fouled on the play for the Hornets. Higgins with the ball, Huggins with the ball now, drives the lane for the Hornets, lays it up off the boards, no good. And we got a foul on Greg Sinus underneath. Brian Carr goes to the line for the Hornets. (50-46), the Raiders lead. 1:23 left, third quarter of action. Brian Carr at the line for the Hornets. First shot is up and good. 50-47. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Mayhew. Drives the lane, dishes it to Dwyer. Shots up, no good. That's Rayom with the drive. The shot's no good. Rebound, Sinus with the banging the boards, and the Carboneau to Mayhew. Mayhew with the shot up, no good. And Jacqueline with the shot, no good. The Raiders certainly getting their chances here. Over to Huggins from Essex, and that shot's up, no good. Brian Carr going inside for the Hornets, and he's fouled on the play. 50-47, Raiders up, 51 seconds left. Okay, Aaron Boynton in for the game, into the game for the Raiders. Carr's first shot is good. Second one up is good. 50-49. The Raiders on top. Mayhew and Dwyer now for the Raiders. Carboneau in there also. It's into Jacqueline. Aaron Boynton from inside. It's good. Raiders are up 52-49, 32 seconds left, third quarter. This is Huggins for Essex, brings it up, drives the lane, lays it up and in off the board. 52-51. And we've got a technical foul here on the play. Raiders with the lead, 52-51. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Going to the line for the Hornets will be Jason Wamette. And he'll get another one. Second one up, it's good. Essex 53, Rutland 52. Hornets will inbound. This is Mark Rayom for the Hornets and the Wilmette. Over to Huggins, top of the key. Wilmette back to Huggins. Gonna wait for that last shot. Rayom going to the right side. Couldn't get the shot off. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Essex 53, Rutland 52. We'll be right back. Find it. No. Okay, we're back at Essex. It's 53-52. The Essex Hornets lead in the junior varsity game. There's a steal on the Justin Bartnowski for the Hornets, and it's 55-52 Hornets. This is Blickart's driving it up here for the Raiders. Lost the handle, gets it back, throws it underneath. Stempeck. Mike drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Foul on the play. Falls on Triggs. And Mike Stempeck will be going to the line. 55-52, Essex with the lead, 7:33 left in the fourth quarter. Get a timeout here. I guess we're going to keep it right here. This is the Raider JV's first game of the season. They've had a couple of scrimmages against Mill River and also against Arlington. And they showed quite well in both of those scrimmages. Raiders like to run a motion offense and also like to get into those big men underneath, Blickarts and also Berejiklian. The Raider JV's going with 10 sophomores and 2 freshmen this year. JVs are coached by Mark Benetatos. And just about ready to go here. This will be the fourth quarter of action, 7:33 left. 55-52. The Essex Hornets lead in this one. This is Mike Stempeck going to the line. And Mike with the first one rolls around and off. Second one up, it's good. 50. Well, they put the wrong point on there. It's 55-53. Taken down by the Raiders, having a hard time finding the handle. Finally, Berejiklian, or Blickarts, down to Boynton. Boynton over to Mayhew. Mayhew drives up underneath, puts it up and in. Nice shot by Chris Mayhew, and it's 55-55. Raiders with the full court press here. This is Huggins breaking the press, drives the lane, lays it up. It's good. 57-55. The Hornets. There's an inbounds pass from Stempeck down to Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. The Raiders will inbound it. This is Bailey, Aaron Bailey now getting it into Drew Blickarts. Blickarts drives underneath, and they got a block and fall. This will send Blickarts to the line. The substitution here going in for the Hornets. It's Brian Carr coming in. Okay, Blickart's going to the line. Essex 57 and Rutland 55. First shot is off the rim, no good. Second one's up and no good. Rebound is taken down by Decker for Essex. Carr back in the rail. Huggins from outside, and it's in and out. Boynton with the rebound, and we got a foul there on Huggins. That's going to go against. It's going to send Drew Blickarts down to the floor, and the Raiders will take it out. So Bailey will inbound it. Going long here for Mayhew, and Chris lays it up and in, coast to coast there. That's 57-57. Pretty play by the Raiders. This is Womet, brings it up for Essex now. Top of the key, over to Rayom. Long shot there by number 24, Bartanowski. Save, and it's put in by Decker for the Hornets. 59-57, steal by Decker. He gets it to Rayom. They work it in underneath, and Brian Carr with the bucket. 61 now, 57. And the Raiders call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back here at Essex, where the Essex Hornet JVs have a 61-57 lead over the Rutland High Red Raider JVs. Junior varsity basketball, and we're going to have varsity basketball to follow. Got Bailey and Blickarts, Mayhew, Sinus, and Stempeck for the Raiders. This is Blickarts, and we got a foul on Decker there for Essex. The Raiders will inbound. .548 left in the fourth quarter. Bailey to Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane, dishes to Blickarts, and basket's no good. And it's off the Raiders. It's going to be an Essex ball. Got Rayom inbounding here to steal, and knocked away there by Chris Mayhew. Okay, Rome will inbound it into Womet. Womet brings it up over the timeline now, being guarded by Mayhew. Into Roy. Roy back to Rome. The Decker with the shot. It's up and good. 63-57. Hornets over the Raiders. 5:13 left in the fourth quarter. This is Mayhew bringing it up for the Raiders, up over the timeline. Gets it inside to Blickarts, and back to Stempeck from the outside. Stempeck hits it for the Raiders, and it's 63-59. Pass is broken up, stolen away by Blickarts, and that's back to Blickarts. Over to Stempeck. Stempeck now to Mayhew. Mayhew drives the lane, dishes it to Sinus. Sinus, shot goes up, no good, off the rim, rebound. Back up a third time, no good, rebound. Bailey. And we got a foul on Decker for Essex, 63-59. The Hornets lead with 4:27 left, fourth quarter. It's going to send Aaron Bailey to the line. And the shot's no good. Rebound there. Essex will take the ball out. 63-59. The Hornets lead with 4:27 left in fourth quarter. This is Rome here inbounding it for the Hornets to Womet. Womet brings it up. Guarded by Mayhew. Met drives down, gives it back to Rome. Rome with a long shot, and the basket's good. And he's fouled. Basket's good. (66-59), the Hornets lead. And we're going to have a timeout for the Raiders, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back at Essex, where the Essex Hornet JVs lead the Rutland High Red Raider JV 66-59. We got 4:16 left in the fourth quarter. Hornets going with, let's see, we're bringing them back out. There was a foul there on the last play before the timeout. So the Hornets will inbound the ball. Raiders going with Dwyer, Stempek, Boynton, Blickarts, and Mayhew. Ball goes into Wimette. Wimette drives to the top of the key and knocked away. And all alone underneath the basket there. Shot is no good. Blickarts with the rebound, gives it back to Stempek. Stempek brings it up now over the timeline. Into Dwyer. Dwyer loses the handle, and the ball goes back over to Hornets. Hornets lead 66-59. This is Wimette for the Hornets. Wimette drives down, dishes it over to Carr. Carr up with the shot, no good. And there's ball is tied up underneath the basket. It's going to go over to the Raiders. Dwyer will inbound for the Redmen. 3:43 left, 66-59 Hornets. Mayhew brings up. And we got a foul on Wimette for Essex, so that'll send Chris Mayhew to the line. Chris will get a 1-and-1 here. Shot is up, no good. Rebound taken down there by Essex, and Wimette ends up with the ball down the other end of the court. Top of the key now, tries, goes in over to Rome. Rome there being guarded by Dwyer. And we've got a timeout by Essex. 66-59, 3:16 left. And we're going to take a short break. Okay, we're back here at Essex, and it's 66-59. The Essex JVs over the Rutland Raider JVs. 3:16 left in the fourth quarter of play. Rome inbounds it here for the Hornets. To the top of the key here is Wimette. Wimette over to Rome. Stolen away there by Mike Stempek. Drives the length of the court, lays it up and in. Good play there by Stempek. And it's 66-61 Hornets. Not sure what the call was there. It goes against the Raiders. An intentional fall against Rutland. That's going to send Wimette to the line here for the Essex Hornets. First shot's up and no good. And the second one's up and it's good. 67-61, and the Hornets now will inbound. 2:56 left in the fourth quarter. This is Rome taking it out for the Hornets. He gets it into Wimette, guarded by Carboneau. Over to Rome now. Rome with the ball. And the ball is tipped away, finally picked up by Aaron Boynton. Boynton gets it into, stolen away underneath there, and it's put in by Decker, 69-61 Essex. Decker just cut right in between two Raider players and laid it up and in. This is Carboneau with the ball, dishes it to Boynton. Boynton knocked away. 69-61, 2:20 left, fourth quarter. This is Ouimet with the ball. Ouimet, and he's going to get fouled there by Aaron Carboneau. Carboneau picks up the foul for the Raiders. Got Carboneau, Dwyer, Stempeck, Boynton, and Drew Blickart's in for Rutland. This will send Ouimet to the line for the Essex Hornets. First shot's up and good. 70-61, the Hornets with a 9-point lead now. 2:16 left. Second shot is up and it's good. Hornets with their largest lead of the game, 71-61 over the Raiders now with 2:13 left. Carboneau brings it up, top of the key into Stempeck. Stolen away, Ouimet. Down to Decker. And Decker looking back. Pretty play there, and the basket's good. Ball finally went into the hands of Carr. Carr laid it up and in and was fouled on the play. (73-61). Foul shot is up, no good. Boynton clears the boards for the Raiders. Carboneau going down, lays it, and he found Blickart's, and we got a foul on Ouimet for Essex. It's going to be a 1-on-1 here for Drew Blickart's. Got Blickart's, Dwyer, Stempeck, Boynton, and Carboneau in for Rutland. First shot, the shot is up, no good. Rebound is taken down by the Hornets. That's Carson Roy, brings it up over half court now. Hornets with a 73-61 lead, 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. This is Ouimet with the ball now. He gets it into Rome. Rome being guarded by Dwyer, and Pat's going to pick up the foul. Into the game for the Raiders comes Greg Sinus, and Drew Blickart's comes out. Shot up by Rome is good. 74-61 Essex. Second one is up and good. 75-61 now. The Hornets with 1:37 left. Stempeck and Dwyer in the backcourt here for the Raiders. Over to Carboneau. Carboneau looks inside to Boynton. Boynton drives the lane, lays it up, no good. The rebound is taken down by Roy for Essex. Gets it into Ouimet. Ouimet being guarded by Carboneau into Rome now. Rome over to Roy. Roy back to Ouimet at the top of the key. And Carboneau's going to pick up the quick foul there. Going to send Ouimet to the line. And in for the Raiders comes Matt Bloomer and Dave Paller. Okay, Ouimet going to the line here for Essex. First shot is up and good. (76-61). Second one is up and good. Hornets making a string of foul shots. 77-61. Essex Hornets over the Rutland Red Raiders. Junior varsity action. This is Carboneau. Stops, pops, no good. Rebound. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Falls on Decker for the Hornets. He's going to send Aaron Carboneau to the line. It's 77-61. 59 seconds left. First shot's up, and it's good by Aaron Carboneau, and it's 77-62 now. Second one is good also. Carboneau with the 2 foul shots, and it's 77-63. Long pass here, down court, and the shot is up, no good. Huggins with the rebound for Essex. No good. Back to Wimette. Decker inside. No good. Rebound taken down by Carboneau. Carboneau with the ball, drives the lane into Sinus. Pretty play there. Carboneau to Sinus. Ball stolen away by Carboneau again. Back to Sinus. Sinus looks underneath for Carboneau. Carboneau's shot is up off the rim. No good. Rebound by Bloomer. Bloomer up. No good. Greg Sinus underneath. Up. And that one's no good. Finally pulled down by Carboneau. Aaron Carboneau drives underneath. Pushes it back out to Bloomer. Bloomer drives the lane, puts up a one-hander, no good. Got a foul on the play, and with 10 seconds left, it's 77-65, the Hornets. Okay, that's going to send Decker to the line for the Hornets. And that's Brian Carr going to the line for the Hornets. Hornets with a 77-65 lead here in the 4th quarter of action, junior varsity. We'll have the varsity game to follow this one. First shot here by Carr is up, and it's good. 78-65 Essex. Carr hits the second shot. 79-65 now, the Hornets with the lead. We've got Dwyer, Bloomer, Carboneau, Sinus, and Paller in there for the Raiders. Carboneau with the shot, and he's leveled. And he's going to go on the line. He's foul is against Bartonowski for Essex. They only get 2 shots. First shot is up and good by Carboneau. 79-66. Second shot by Carboneau is good. 79-67 now. 5 seconds left. The Hornets will inbound. And the ball hits the back of the board, so it's going to come back out. Okay, Dwyer will inbound for the Raiders. 5 seconds left. Looks underneath to Paller. Paller takes a long one, and it's no good. We've got a second left on the clock. The Hornets will inbound. 79-67. Long pass, and it's finally broken up. That'll do it for the junior varsity game here. The final score, the Hornets of Essex Junction 79 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 67.